Hello amazing people, welcome back again to my channel. How you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing good, guys. So today I'm going to show you how to make this very beautiful and simple DIY on how to make this turban cap. Super easy, guys, something you can achieve. Let's get to it. So this is my print. Of course, I'm using my lining as well. Okay, I'm also going to work with my working tools, the ruler, some pins. I'll be making use of a needle and thread here as well, my scissors, and I have a little strip I'll be using for the strip band. So let's just get to it. So the first thing I want to do now is to take the measurements of what I'm working with. This is 30 inches by 15 inches. That's all I need here. 30 by 15 inches here. All right, so the same thing I have for my lining as well. So I'll go ahead now and make my first stitch. So what I'll do now is just to place this right side to right side. Then I'll go and sew all around this fabric, just around the rectangular shape you have here. So at one point, I'm going to leave a space of about 2 inches where I'm going to be turning it out to the front. So the space you're leaving has to be on the longer side. Very important. Take note of that. It has to be on the longer side. So here I'm done with that. You can see I'm going ahead to just trim out some excesses I have there. And after that now, I'll go ahead and turn this outward to the right side. So you can see this now. So once I'm done with that, then the next thing I'm going to do now is to close up that opening. You can use a hemming gum to do that, or you can also make a tiny stitch just to cover up that. And I'll also go ahead and give this a very good press. So I'll go finish that up now. And here, guys, I'm done with that. You can see this is ready, neatly done. So the next thing I want to do now is to make a fold like you see me doing right now. Just make my fold into 2 equal parts like so. So at this point, I'm going to take note of the head circumference. So the head circumference I'm working with is actually 23 inches. So I'm just trying to take note of the actual length I have here, which is 14 after all this. So that's the length of this turban, which is okay. So the head circumference, like I said, is 23. If I divide it into 2, that means I'll have 11.5, but I'm going to add extra 1 inches for that. Okay, it's better it's done that way, because by the time you make your sews, there's tendency that the cap might reduce. Okay, so that's how I have to add 1 inches extra, which makes it 12.5. Now I'll measure what I have here on this width. So what I have right now is 14.5, and what I need to sew is 12.5, right? So which means I need 1.5 seam allowance to sew up. So on one side, I'm going to split it into 2. One side I will sew up 1 inch, while on the other side I will sew up 0.5 inches. Okay, so the part I'm sewing 1 inches is the part I'm going to be leaving an opening, because I'm going to be creating an opening of about 2 inches. I hope you understand. Just watch what I'm doing. You can see one part I marked 0.5 inches. On this part that I marked 1 inches now, you can see me drawing a line. That's how my sewing is going. Then I will stop 2 inches, okay? There has to be a 2 inches. Well, that's where I'm going to be passing out my strip band. You can see me taking note of that point. So when I'm sewing, I'll have to stop there. But on the other part where I marked 0.5 inches, I'm just going to sew everything from top to the end there. So you can see this. So that's just what I'm going to do here. Okay. So after that now, I'll also make a sew on my band. So this little band here that's what I'm using for the strip band. So what I have here is just 6 inches in length, then also 4 inches in width. So just make a fold into 2 and then sew straight down along the length. All right. Then after that, to turn it to the right side. So I'll just go finish all this up. Then I'll show you the next step. And here, guys, you can see I'm done with that. You can see how this looks now. So I'll go ahead and turn this out to the right side. All right. So now you can see this now. So just trying to confirm what I have. My sleeve opening, the opening there is still 12.5. I mean, for the head circumference there. So the part where we have that opening, the 2 inches opening, you can see me deepening my hand there. So that's the part I'm going to work with first. So watch what I'm doing. I'm just going to create a pleat. You can see how I fixed one finger inside. So I'm going to create a pleat like so. You can see, making sure that the starting point is hidden inside. Just create a pleat with your hand like you see me doing. So by the time you're done, holding it firmly. I'm going to use a thread, okay? Just make sure that the thread is thickened enough, like I tripled this, and pass it through. Okay, so you are doing this now is just to secure the split before you pass the band through. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going ahead to knot it very well, and make sure that line, the seam line there, everything is aligning properly. You can see me making my knot very well. Then of course I'm cutting off the excesses. Just try and as much as you can to be sure that it's well aligned on that seam line. Okay, all right. So once you've achieved that, then you can now go ahead now and pass your strip band through. You can see this now. You can see my hand is out there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pass my strip band inside there. Okay, so doing this now, I will now go ahead and sew. So you are going to sew, but you won't make it to be so tight because you still have to turn it inwards again. So just loosen it a bit. I'll go ahead and sew this. So after that now, I'm trimming off the excesses, and just to clean up that edges, I'm using my lighter to do that. Okay, you can see this now. So now I'll go ahead and turn it inside. You can see what I'm doing. Just take your time and make sure it's properly hidden inside. The reason why you didn't have to make it tight, so that it will be easy for you to turn inside. You can see this. So by the time you do that, you can still see that seam line. Just push it and make sure that the seam line is hidden inside as well. So you can see this now. And that's it, guys. So once this is done, you can see this front part is ready. So the opening you have there, you can see me using my scissors to, show you that. Now you can actually make a bow and pass it through there if you want to add a bow to it as well. So moving on to the next part now, the next side now, you can see I'm going ahead to mark either 1 inch or 1.5 inches upward. So I'm using 1.5 inches. I'm marking that down now. So that point is where I'll start making my sew. Now I'm going to use my needle and thread for this part. So here's my needle and thread. So I'm going to first make my first stitch in from the inside, and I'll go ahead and lock it up properly. Then I'll start making my pleats. Everything will be on the inside. So just see what I'm doing. You can see me passing my needle thread inside, then I'll pass it out, pass it back again, inwards again. You can see, just to tighten up the first stitch. Then I'll now turn everything in and start sewing. So you're going to be making this pleats very, very close to the seam line. So this is just a simple exercise. So you can see the way I'm holding my needle. You're just going to be moving your needle in and out. This is going to help you create a gathers effect. You can see in and out, in and out. As much as you can grab, then you pull it out and drag your thread. So this is what you keep doing. Just keep moving your needle inside, move it out again, moving in, moving out, and as much as you can grab, you drag out your thread and pull it. So by the time you're doing this, you're already creating a gathers effect there. So you can see what I'm doing. So this is what I'll keep doing now till I get to the very edge. Okay, so I'll just keep doing this. And so once you are done, you've gotten to that final stage there, you can now drag everything. You can see. So this is the reason why your thread has to really be thickened. Don't just use a tiny thread to do that, because by the time you're dragging, you might just get cut off here. All right, so just drag as much as you can. Once you're sure that you have, secured it properly, you'll be sure that on the outside, you can't see any thread showing outside. Once you're sure of that, then you can now go ahead now and start running a stitch through the gathers that you have already made. Okay, so doing this now, you'll be able to secure these gathers very well. So now you take your time and do this as much as you can. You can do this twice. You can even do it 3 times. Okay, just to be sure that you've secured the stitch properly, so that there's no room for it loosening at some point. Okay, yeah, so this is what you would do. So once you have done and with that now, okay, then you can now go ahead and make your final knot. So you can see, just going ahead to be sure that I secure the pleats properly. All right, so I'll go ahead and make my knot right now. So tighten it properly. You can tighten it as much as twice here. So I'm cutting off the excesses, and guys, if I tell you we're done with this scarf now, you won't believe me. It's that simple. We're done, guys. Can see this is so beautiful and very, very easy to achieve. So I'll just go ahead and place this on my mannequin so you see how it's doing, how this looks. All right, so this actually complements the outfit I make in my previous video, a MAXI BUBU with a pleated v-neck and a welt pocket. If you've not seen that video, you can also go ahead and watch it. Super easy tutorial for you to learn. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't, like, share with friends. I will appreciate this a whole lot. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you're new here, I want to say thank you as well. See you on the next one. Bye.